Marshfield Clinic, a leader in medical care, research, and education since 1916. Rural Insurance Companies, providing a full line of insurance products for Wisconsin's families and businesses. The Wisconsin Technical College System salutes the graduates of Wisconsin's technical colleges. Where would we be without them? And by Menards, your official home supercenter for the 21st century. Save big money at Menards.
Madison West and Milwaukee Vincent have advanced to the semifinals of the Division I boys basketball tournament. We'll decide the other two spots tonight. Our first game, Green Bay East and Brookfield Central. Hi again, everybody. I'm Bob Bradovich, along with the head coach, Clintonville High School, Carl Brugink. Every so often, Carl, in these tournaments, we have a team that you look at the record and think, how did these guys get here? Green Bay East has done it by playing its best basketball when it counts.
Yes, they have. They've started out a little bit slow, and they had a couple injuries, but they came back and have put it all together.
Mike Larscheid really gets it done for the Red Devils, 5'7" guard, but look at the numbers. This kid can shoot the ball.
Yes, he can. I saw him at shoot-around also, but he shoots 3 threes for every 2 that he shoots, so he likes to put up the bombs.
Brookfield Central has a good guard by the name of Frank Vitucci. He is complemented nicely by Kevin Hughes, a 6'7" senior.
According to Coach Bill Graff, Kevin Hughes can do it all, and not only is he a great player, has 4 assists a game, but he spreads the ball around and makes his teammates a lot better.
Should be an interesting matchup. Kevin Phillips, the head coach of Green Bay East in his 3rd season. Our good friend Bill Graff, not part of the broadcast this year, in his 22nd and final season at Brookfield Central. We're going to take a timeout now so we can hear from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Get out of here.
What? You want to dance, old man?
Want strong bones? Calcium may help prevent osteoporosis.
Dad made a lot of sacrifices for us over the years, never asked for anything in return. When the doctor told us he had cancer, it was time he started putting himself first. I wanted him to have the best doctors and the most progressive treatments. All Dad ever wanted for us was the chance for a better life. Now he deserves that same chance. I'm not going to let him make any sacrifices anymore.
Time to meet our starting lineups. Let's send it over to public address announcer Mike Mankey.
And now, here are the starting lineups for tonight's Division I quarterfinal game between the Green Bay East Red Devils and the Brookfield Central Lancers. For Green Bay East at forward, a 6'3" junior, number 55, Casey Rentmeester. And for Brookfield Central at forward, a 6'7" senior, number 44, Kevin Hughes. At the other forward for Green Bay East, a 6'5" junior, number 33, Mike Jonley. And at forward for Brookfield Central, a 6'3" senior, number 31, Eric Pedersen. Starting at center for Green Bay East, a 6'4" junior, number 53, Tony Olson. And at center for Brookfield Central, a 6'5" sophomore, number 30, Adam Dahlke. Starting at guard for Green Bay East, a 5'7" senior, number 3, Mike Larscheid. And at guard for Brookfield Central, a 5'11" senior, number 10, Frank Vitucci. At the other guard for Green Bay East, a a 5'10" junior, number 13, Dan Bushmaker. And at guard for Brookfield Central, a 5'10" sophomore, number 20, Daryl Schnell. The head coach for Green Bay East is Kevin Phillips, and the head coach for Brookfield Central is Bill Groff. The referees for tonight's game are Norman Knopf Jr. from Mosinee and Jeff Totsky from Eagle River.
Where are these schools located? I can answer this one, Carl. Green Bay East is located in the city of Green Bay. Brookfield Central just outside of Milwaukee, in the city of Brookfield. Here are your WEAC starting lineups. Green Bay East, Larscheid, Bushmaker in the backcourt, Olson, Rentmeester, Jonely up front. For the Lancers of Brookfield Central, Bertucci, Schnell are your guards, Dahlke, Hughes, Pedersen up front. Green Bay East, 12-12 record. The Red Devils 8-12 on the regular season, but this team got hot.
Well, I know one game early in the season they made only 2 out of 15 free throws and ended up losing the game by 5 points. Now and they only shot 63% free throws. Tournament they've been shooting 77%, so look at the turnaround. You never know in this game.
And both of these teams, Carl, were in the football playoffs.
Yes.
East in Division I, Brookfield Central in Division II. Sometimes that has an effect as well.
Oh, a great carryover. Kids are used to that type of state pressure, you bet.
East setting it up. They try to work it down low right off the bat. A foul on Brookfield Central. That'll go in the center, Adam Dahlke.
Adam was going to try and deny the ball. He got a little too aggressive and gave him a little push. And got
important for East, important for both teams to start up, but especially East. That's how they won that sectional final game. Appleton West starting out cold, East getting out hot. They maintain that lead throughout. Larscheid, long bomber is good.
Well, true to form, we said he likes to pop that three.
And a turnover on Brookfield Central.
It was probably more important, like you said, that Green Bay East get off to a good start with their record being just 500 than it was for Brookfield. But well, they got another chance of building that lead right here.
It'll take me a while to get used to Bill Groff on that sideline. We're so used to him sitting in the color commentator chair.
Yeah, but I tell you, there's no question which chair you'd rather sit in. I tell you that. This is fun, but that's awesome.
Dahlke with the block. Pedersen. Outside three-pointers, good for Bertucci. They're tied at 3.
Wow, here we go.
Brookfield Central really pushing the ball up court.
And it's nice for both teams to get that first shot, and it takes a lot of pressure off.
Larscheid three-pointer is long. Pedersen runs it down. Here comes Bertucci. Now Central will set it up in the half court. This is Kevin Hughes. Drives, pulls up. Short. Rebound Bushmaker for East.
I think that might have been partially blocked by Casey Rentmeester that time. I think he got just a little hand on that ball.
Mike Jonely with the ball. Find Larscheid.
Lancers in a man-to-man defense. Like they're trying to do some doubling on the ball.
Nice pass down low. Count the bucket. 4:55. Casey Rentmeester.
Give East credit. They were trying to double the ball, and they found the open man on the weak side.
Green Bay East up early, 5-3. Lancers looking inside, trying to find Hughes. Now Bertucci dribbling around in the corner. And he steps out of bounds. Turnover number 2 on Brookfield Central.
Both teams in a man-to-man defense, somewhat denial defense.
What was Bill Groff's line all these years as the color commentator? Yeah. Betty Crocker was one.
He had a million of them.
More turnovers than a New York deli. No joking about it now when you're the coach.
Yeah, that's for sure.
We can laugh here.
Yeah, it's easy.
At the announcer's table. Hey,
let's see how much.
My coaching record is perfect here in this chair.
Isn't that it?
Bushmaker driving. Rentmeester going up. A little short, battling for the rebound. East pulls down, but then out of bounds. It'll stay with East. Tony Olson doing some good work inside.
Oh, he sure was.
For East.
He had 3 men on him, and he was able to hang on that ball and bounce it off somebody's leg, evidently.
Bushmaker to throw it in.
Wow.
Finds Rentmeester for the bucket.
That was a nice play, pick away from the ball, and they caught him on the second option, I think, for the layup.
Hughes up top. Long three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound Lancers off the glass. No that time for Schnell. And another attempt for Dahlke. That's no good.
Boy, the Lancers really crash those boards well. These kids can jump.
Jonely with it. Inside, Olsen, jump hook. And the foul.
Oh, that was a nice little jump hook. Take another look at that right here. First of all, a nice pass inside. He gives you that little jump hook. That's an unstoppable shot, actually.
The foul goes on Adam Dahlke, his second. So he will get a seat on the Central bench. And Joe Thomas, the freshman, 6'7", into the ball game for Brookfield Central. Tony Olsen, 54.5 from the line during the season. Knocks one down there for a three-pointer in Green Bay East. The 12-12 Red Devils with a 10-3 lead early on. Hughes, nice spin in the lane for the bucket.
That was a beauty.
His first two. You see why Bill Groff says he's as multi-dimensional a kid as I've ever had.
Yeah, right. He said not, and I think the biggest compliment is the fact that he not only is a great player himself, but he makes everybody else better.
And Bill's been in this business a while, so
yes,
that's a lot of players to be compared against.
You bet.
Three-pointer on the way, no good. Jonely trying, but look at Olsen banging away. But the Lancers save it. Bill Groff wants them to push the ball up court. Hughes way outside. Dribbling in the lane, puts up the tough shot and hits it. Kevin Hughes has 4. Pulls his team within 3.
You can see why he's averaging almost 19 again. It was a very nice move. He had a couple options and went left, right, back to the left, and popped it in.
Real sure with the dribble, too.
Yeah, you see a lot of playing with a lot of confidence. Now they're trying to front the post inside.
Pedersen went for the steal. They dump it down low. Olsen off the glass. Good. Tony Olsen has 5.
I tell you, and he's averaging 5 a game, 5.4 a game for the season. So he's off to a great start.
Tried to hit Joe Thomas inside. Another turnover for the Lancers. We talked about Larscheid coming in, but early on, Bill, or Carl, excuse me, a lot of other players stepping up for Green Bay East.
And we got a foul.
Whistle and a foul. Going for the reach that time. Daryl Schnell. Let's talk about what Tony Olsen is doing inside. Just a lot of intensity down there.
Right. See, there he's being fronted. So usually, what you tell your kids is when they're fronted like that, and a lot of times he's going to be open with a little bit of a lob, and he found them. Stayed on the ball real well, Olsen did.
Green Bay East getting scoring inside, and that's just a bonus because we know what they get from the perimeter from Larscheid. Here's a shot from the perimeter, no good. Tipped around, there's Olsen again. He will go to the free throw line.
Olsen. I'm impressed with Rentmeister and Olsen both the way they battle the boards. Rentmeister kept it alive, and then Olsen got the ball.
Green Bay East has played with nothing to lose down the stretch, and they're playing like it right here. No nerves, evidently, so far for the Red Devils. Also trying to add to that lead, but he misses on the first one. Central makes another substitution. Adam Siborowski, 5'11" senior guard, comes in.
I know one thing Kevin Phillips said about his team. They lost 6 in a row, and he said their kids, they really weren't fazed by it. They just kept working.
We have a timeout on the floor. We will hear a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
I'll be working till the sun goes down. Done spent the time, another dollar bound. Sun goes down.
There's no way to describe the kind of risk a small business owner takes, but there is a way to insure it. Rural Mutual. We understand what's at stake.
Gonna be here, don't matter how long, till the sun goes down.
A passion for learning. Excellence in education. Pride in sharing the rewards of accomplishment. That's why we established the Marshfield Clinic Science Award, presented to the students and teachers of each championship school. Winning at life is how you play the game.
Jay Wilson in the Green Bay East crowd. Well, time stops and everything stops when it's the state basketball tournament. They were going to have their musical at Green Bay East, Hello Dolly. Appearances Friday and Saturday nights, but the music and theater department said, hey, this is a big deal. Let's cancel them. So next week, 4 shows. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You thought doing 3 basketball games in a row was tough. How about 4 musicals in a row? Bob?
Jay Wilson, thanks very much. We'll loan them some of our cough lozenges and medicine.
There you go.
Got a stress on the voice. Another turnover for Brookfield Central. 3 now for the Lancers. Green Bay East trying to convert, but they turn it over themselves. First turnover, though, for the Red Devils, and if you're Kevin Phillips, the head coach, you like it.
Yeah, that's for sure. Joe Thomas, only a freshman. Boy, he played nice defense, nice denial that time, coming up with that steal.
Another guy off that Lancers football team. Gives them some size.
I think Bill said they had 7 players that were on that state football team. That helps a whole bunch.
There's one of those footballers, Frank Vitucci, knocking one down from long distance. Vitucci has 6, pulls his team within 3. Now he'll play defense on Larscheid, a near steal. Knocked into the backcourt. My Central's guys really get after you.
Oh, they get right in your face, that's for sure. But they're smart. They don't reach. If you don't reach, you can get a lot closer.
Graf over there with the hands up. But his team will pick up the foul on that trip down the floor. Couple of substitutions in. The foul goes on Siborowski, 52. A.J. Vandenhoegen is in. Number 40, Casey Pinsino in for Brookfield Central. Long three-pointer from the outside, no good. Shonley launching that one. Goes out of bounds, and Central will take it. Luke Herlash into the ballgame. Herlash, an all-state football player as a linebacker. So we'll see plenty of banging from the guys inside.
Nice job by A.J. Vandenhoegen on boxing out that time for East.
Lancers down 3. Having baselining, having it stolen. Siborowski.
There's a nice backdoor cut. Ooh, nice steal.
Stolen by Vitucci. Here comes Frank Vitucci. Layup is good. 8 points for Frank Vitucci. He's more than halfway toward his average of 13.4 per game. It's a 1-point game now. East with the lead and the ball. Nick Olson, number 5, gets it to Joan Lee. Olson, Kevin Phillips is one of the better athletes on the team. Gets the shot out there. No good, but a foul will go on Brookfield Central.
Yep, A.J. Vandenhoegen had him boxed out pretty well. Went over his back trying to get the rebound. Sometimes kids, especially down here, get a little over anxious and try to rebound everyone, whether you have position or not, and he got caught that time.
Foul goes on Kevin Hughes, his first. East will inbound. We're under 30 seconds to go here. First quarter. Green Bay East has led from the get-go. It's Central really picking up the defensive pressure, trying to turn it over, and they get one right there.
You can credit Adam Sabowski for that turnover, because he really put pressure on the ball that time. He didn't catch the ball, but he forced the bad pass.
Lancers will let it run down, play for 1 shot. They find Hughes in the lane, goes up, draws the contact, can't get the roll. But Kevin Hughes will go to the free throw line.
Well, he has a quick first step, and he made it to his left, too, that time. That has been a fast first quarter.
Luke Herlosh picks up the foul. That's his first. Kevin Hughes, you see the numbers. 84.1 from the line during the season. As soon as we say that, we put the hats on.
That's too bad. He is, like you said, a great free throw shooter.
One of two for Hughes. We are tied 13 apiece. See if East can get one off here. Shot on the way. No good for Nick Olson. We have played one quarter. We are tied at 13. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
To attack that pack.
Cool.
Now there's an easier to open pouch in town.
New Minute Maid coolers in 4 refreshing fruit flavors.
Oh yeah, go ahead, punch the pack, because I got a big mouth that makes me easier to get into. Grab me, poke me, see? I'm so easy.
New Minute Maid coolers, the goodness kids get into.
Man, I am cool. Ooh.
What if your car knew you? Anticipated your needs and then reacted to meet them? What if it could adjust to how long your legs are? What if it could help protect you in an accident with sensors that know where your seat's positioned and the severity of the crash, so the front airbags can react to you? Introducing the new 2000 Ford Taurus.
Now get 3-9 financing and $1,000 cash back on Taurus at your Ford store today.
Bob Radovich, Carl Bruging back at the Kohl Center. We are tied. Green Bay East and Brookfield Central 13 apiece. Our Jay Wilson is standing by with a special guest. Jay, take it away.
Thanks, Bob. Standing here with Jan Groff, Bill Groff's wife, the head coach of Brookfield Central, and he's been waiting for this for a long time. Well, so have you. What's he been like this week?
Oh, it's been very, very exciting. He's exhausted, but he's running on pure energy. He's just really, really excited to be here. As far as this week goes, he hasn't slept much. He hasn't eaten much. We haven't shared a meal together, but the phone never stops ringing. But it's been really, really fun. It really has.
You two have waited so long for this. What does it mean to the both of you?
To the both of us, it's just it's a blessing that this could have happened his last year here. It's just, we feel really good about that.
And it's good news, too. Debbie and Shelley, their two daughters, are here and watching the game tonight as well. Back to you, Bob.
Jay Wilson, thanks very much. When we were talking with Mrs. Groff, what do we see? Turnover.
Turnover, yeah. Shake and bake and Betty Crocker. They got a little half-court press.
Tried to alley-oop to Hughes. That would have been a very nice
been pretty.
Basket had that worked. Not quite there, but you see the athleticism.
It takes a great pass to make something like that happen. He just couldn't quite hang on to it.
Hughes will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Foul on Rentmeester. And Brookfield Central has the lead. 14-13. First lead of the ball game for the Lancers. Kevin Hughes will try to knock in point number 7.
Excuse me, he can do it all. He can be outside. He can take you inside. He's very, very, very talented.
Jolie tipping it around, loose on the floor. Now Vitucci comes out of there with it. Gets it knocked away. Another big scramble. Well, these guys could put the pads on right now and play football.
I'll say they were really going after that ball. And of course, I think everybody knows the rule. If you try to stand up with that ball, that's a travel. But whoever jumped up with it over here for the Lancers, he dribbled as he got up, and then it's legal. But if you try to stand up, even though you don't move your pivot foot, it's an automatic travel. Or if you go down to the floor, it's an automatic travel. So,
Green Bay East, excuse me, Carl, a standing season in football. Red Devils lost to Chippewa Falls.
Here's that half court again. It's a 1-3-1 half court the way it looks. They almost had it beat last time, but ended up throwing it away.
Larshai, 3-pointer on the way. Got it. 6 points on the 2 3-pointers.
Interesting. See, now that's a good trade-off. He made that first shot, and then they stayed on in their man. They were on him, and he never had a good look. Now when they were in the half court, that's the one thing about a half court. It was a great half court, but when you break the half court, they found him open he got a real good open look, and he put her down.
A little unorthodox on the stroke, but that thing comes out of his hands nice and soft.
Yes, it does. Talking to Bill the other day, he's got about 7 different man-to-man defenses, depending on where the ball's out and so forth. So he plays a multiple of defenses. We'll see what he's in this time. Looks like this time they're going to pick him up man-to-man.
Let's take a look at the shooting for Green Bay East. They like it behind that three-point arc.
Yes, they do.
Kevin Phillips saying that Larscheid, the kind of player who gets the shot off quickly. The one game where he did kind of struggle from the perimeter against Manitowoc, stuck one of those 6'7" kids on him. A 6'7" mobile kid is Tony Olson, showing some nice mobility and athleticism inside, tips it in for 8.
Yes, he did. Well, you know, let's face it, a three-point shot, you only have to shoot 33%. And that's like shooting 50% on 2s. So, and Bill, of course, they like to put him up at Brookfield also.
Vitucci puts one up there. He is off. And now the Red Devils will set it up with a 4-point lead. Here in the second quarter, winner advances to the semifinals. Larscheid thought about the 3. Vitucci, nice job getting out on him.
Yes, he did. He's lucky. He realized he had made a couple. Boy, he doesn't going to give him an open look.
Some real good individual matchups in this game, Carl, and that's one of them, Larscheid and Vitucci.
Yes, very much so.
Both quick, both very active. Olsen spinning in the lane, puts it off, blocked. Vandenhoogen, excuse me, Rentmeester, and he travels.
Yeah, he took an extra little step in there, and his exuberance to get that ball back up.
5th turnover on the Red Devils. Daryl Schnell with it now for Brookfield Central.
Green Bay still staying in their man-to-man defense.
They try to throw it across court. Vitucci and Hughes both there, but neither could get it.
Little miscommunication there. He started, the East is in a denial defense, so he tried to go back door, and then he changed his mind. In the meantime, the passer had made up his mind to throw it, and we end up with a turnover.
Turnover number 9, Brookfield Central. Another one of those Betty Crockers.
Yeah.
Bill Graff kind enough to drop us off some fudge brownie mix made by Betty Crocker before the ball game. He didn't say who should make it, though.
Oh, nice pass.
Bucket and the foul, Casey Rentmeester.
Mike Johnley with a real nice pass in there. These big men look for each other real well. Take another look at it right here. So he's looking all the while. And that just shows an unselfish team. I know, talking to Kevin Phillips, he said they're a very unselfish team. Nobody's worrying about scoring. They're just finding the open man.
We'll go back to a point you made earlier in this telecast, Carl, and Green Bay East on a 6-game losing streak earlier in the season. Kevin Phillips said when these guys got to the gym for practice, it was like they were on a 6-game winning streak. Nobody got down. They kept working hard.
Exactly.
Larscheid, 3-pointer, no.
Boy, talk about in and out.
Now a break. Here comes Vitucci. He'll pull it out.
He took a look. No rebounders, but he wanted to shoot it. But said, no, better not.
You're playing in the park. That shot's going up.
You bet.
You're playing in the high school. Bill Graff with the sideline. Here's a steal, Larscheid. Pulls up. That's a 2-pointer. No.
Good job by the defender that time. He played center field, like we tell you. Play center field. Don't get in the layup, and then he had held him to the little jumper, which is, you know, still a lower percentage shot than a layup.
Traveling violation on Central, turnover number 11. Green Bay East on a nice little run here.
Well, Bill isn't going to be too happy about that. Whoop.
We have a foul on the play. That'll go on Daryl Schnell. Green Bay East is in the bonus. They'll be shooting free throws for the remainder of this 4:06 here in the first half. Well, Larscheid on that one trip down, I thought he was going to pull up from behind the line. He took it in a couple steps and tried it.
Well, he wanted to shoot that one, but, you know, I'm sure in the back of his mind, he said, wait a minute, there's 3 rebounders there for East and nobody for our guys. I better wait. If you make it, it's one of those, oh no, way to go.
Yep. Another one of those shots. That's a no-brainer in pickup ball, but
yeah, right.
You're here in the court of the Kohl Center. You think twice.
You bet.
Brookfield Central with the ball, down 6.
You know, every minute in this ball game now, Green Bay East is probably what should be considered underdog, is getting some confidence. They've just stepped up their intensity on defense on this possession a little bit.
And you can see why Kevin Phillips really likes this team. This is a team that plays hard, scraps, hustles.
Well, he said
right now they've got the lead.
Right, he said he felt all along they had the potential. They just had, and of course they play in a tough league. You got a Manitowoc in there, and some of those teams, the Sheboygan teams, a lot of good competition.
Here it is, the state tournament, and the East Red Devils on the court.
And you know, it depends on how much you're getting beat by. If you're getting blown out by 20 at the half, that's one thing. But, you know, when you're in every ball game, so you lose by 10, 12 points, you know, that means you're not that much different than the other team.
Pull-up jumper, no good by Vitucci. And another foul on Brookfield Central, and Bill Groff wants a 20-second timeout. And we will tell you that the 2000 WIA tournament is brought to you by Rural Insurance Companies, providing a full line of insurance products for Wisconsin's families and businesses. So let's go in that huddle and speculate. Carl, what's Bill Groff telling you, Steve?
Bill's kind of telling his kids, Bob, take care of the ball, guys. Take care of the ball. We're trying to do too much. Stay within yourselves and play the way you know how to play. I think they're just trying too hard right now. Just trying to settle down and do what we've been doing all year.
I think you'd like to see maybe one more pass, too. Sometimes their shots are going up a little quickly. On the other side, you got to look at Kevin Phillips. He's going to be pleased as heck.
Right. Although I tell you one thing, I was kind of laughing. I was talking to Bill, and he said he likes to see him put it up there. He says the scoring covers a lot of problems on defense. So
that it does.
He doesn't mind them putting them up there. But like you said, I think a couple times they might have been forcing just slightly.
Nick Olson, no good on the free throw. The only stat that matters, Carl, is that scoreboard.
That's right.
That final score. Here's your score right now. 2014 Green Bay East, and the Red Devils force a turnover. Nice help side defense.
Absolutely. You hit it right in the head, Bob. Great help side. The guy came over and got the steal. That's what is that, number 12?
Doing a good job so far. Yeah. Olson driving off a shoe, goes to Olson. Nick Olson. Tony Olson.
Yeah.
Traveler.
He's going to make that extra fake, and he just shifted him a little bit. But nice job on the board. I'm impressed with this Tony Olson. He's only a junior, 6'4" junior.
Quality minutes for Olson. He'll get a rest now. A.J. Vandenhoegen, 52, back in for Green Bay East. Kelvin Morgan with it. Hughes out about the three. Clears to Schnell, drives the lane, shot up and good. Schnell's first 2 points of the ball game, and the lead is down to 4.
Both teams working very, very hard on defense, and as a result, forcing each other to work very, very hard on offense.
And that defense forces turnover number 7 on Green Bay East, and right back at turnover, and now East will get it.
Yeah, like you said, you got to stay within yourself. I think they're just so anxious. The kids are so fired up that they're trying to do a little too much sometimes.
Larscheid, open three-pointer on the way. No, a little short that time. Vitucci tracks down the rebound.
Well, he made his first 2 shots. Now he's missed his next 3, so he's probably due to hit one again.
Adam Dahlke with it up top. Now Kevin Hughes. His jump shot there is good for Kevin Hughes.
Well, he got a nice pick, and here he had Larscheid trying to guard him at 5'9", and he just he didn't know he was there. Shot it right over him.
And that 5'9" is awfully generous.
Yeah, yes it is.
He's listed as 5'7" in some programs, and he shot up 2 inches for the tournaments. Nick Olson with it. Drives, gets it blocked. Hughes comes down with it. So now the Lancers can tie it with the 2 or take the lead with the 3. Morgan tries to go inside. It's knocked out of bounds. Central will keep it.
Good help side defense that time by Larscheid. As he came all the way over and worked on the backside as they were fronting down low.
Siborowski back in for Brookfield Central. Rentmeester back in for East. Under a minute to go here, second quarter. Good ball game so far. Nice pass down low, shot up, out the bucket. And going to the lines with a three-point play opportunity is Adam Siborowski.
That looked like the little play off the flex cut. He called the number, called a 3 or something, and watch it over here. He finds the man open inside and nice and strong on the ball.
And a good pass from Kelvin Morgan.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Siborowski cannot connect. And this game is tied, 20 apiece. Central once again picking up that defense just as the guards are coming across the half-court line. With Vitucci out,
they're playing.
Siborowski now will check Larscheid.
Playing a very nice, sticky man-to-man defense. You bet. Forced them way out of their offense out here. By the same token, East is going to probably wait for that last shot with 15 seconds anyhow, of course.
And why not? You're tied at 20.
You bet.
Here at the state tournament, you like the results. The whistle. And Green Bay East gets a timeout just before the 5-second call. So 20 seconds to go. What might we expect here from Green Bay East?
Well, I think you're going to see some type of play, maybe a backdoor play. Probably a pretty smart timeout because he was going to get the 5-second close to guard otherwise.
Good time to tell you that the unauthorized use or rebroadcast of this program without the express written consent of Shockley Communications Corporation is strictly prohibited and a violation of U.S. copyright law. You'll have to answer to those gentlemen.
You bet.
7 ticks to go on the clock, 20 apiece.
Well, okay, Brookfield's going to come out in the man.
Here's Larscheid with it. Jonley, three-pointer, no, and we are tied as we head into the locker room. Green Bay East, Brookfield Central, 20 apiece. Now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
Clean up with big savings on shop vacs from Menards. With super quiet operation, this 8-gallon model is on sale $39.99 after $5 rebate. A 10-gallon vac with detachable blowers, $49.99 after rebate. Chamberlain premium garage door openers feature a lifetime warranty and Security Plus anti-theft protection. This half-horsepower model is on sale at $129. Open up big savings at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
They get up each day and they go to work. They maintain the power that lights our homes. They farm the land that feeds us. They care for our children. They fix what is broken. They solve problems. They find answers. They show us the way. They show us the world. They show us the future. They are graduates of Wisconsin technical colleges. Where would we be without them?
Just a reminder that kids who participate in high school sports tend to go a little farther than those who don't.
Carl Brugink back at the Kohl Center. We are at halftime. Green Bay East, Brookfield Central, all tied at 20. And Carl, if you're Green Bay East coming into this tournament at the record of 12-12, you've got to be really happy with the score and the style of the game as it's going right now.
Right, it's hard enough playing down here, but you come in with a 12-12, you know you've done well because you've come on well and you've beaten some good teams in the sectional, but you're still in the back of your mind said, are we ready for this? And now by being in this game, or you know, in fact, leading most of the first half, they've got their confidence, and we're going to have a whale of a ball game on our hands.
Brookfield Central head coach Bill Groff, when he was a color commentator on these telegraphs with Harp or these telecasts, harping on turnovers, and I'm guessing he's going to be doing some more harping with this team at the half.
That's probably been the difference so far. Now you got to give Green Bay East some credit, of course, for some very good, tough defense. By the same token, Bill's kids are just a little tight right now. They haven't been here, you know, although they've got some experience from the football playoffs, but they're just trying to do a little bit too much, and I'm sure he's been telling them, you know, just settle down, guys, and play the way we know we can play.
We will be back in a bit with first half highlights and stats, but for right now, let's send it up top to our good friend Scott Emmerich.
Bob, thank you very much. Still a lot to be decided here today. Brookfield Central and Green Bay East deadlocked at the half. Now the winner of this game takes on the winner of our next game tonight, Milwaukee, Washington, and Wausau West. The Pergolders come in with a record of 23-1. Wausau West at 19-5. You know, our sponsors play such an important role in allowing us to televise these state tournament games. Let's take a moment now to learn about a little bit more about one of our major sponsors. Here's Rural Insurance.
Forming a winning team doesn't happen overnight. It takes hours of planning, training, hard work, and dedication. Goals are set, a strategy is developed, and a game plan is made. A game plan that takes into account what may happen down the road. Preparing for the unexpected. At Rural Insurance, we're constantly thinking about the future. Like any successful team, we too create game plans on how to protect and safeguard what's important for your future. Growing out of our roots in Wisconsin farm communities, Rural Insurance has long supported 4-H and FFA, as well as sponsor the WIAA football, basketball, and hockey championship telecasts. It's also been our privilege to be the sole sponsor of the WIAA Boys and Girls Sportsmanship Awards, honoring the teams, fans, and schools that live up to the idea that it's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game. What does all this have to do with insurance? It's just our way of ensuring for a better tomorrow by investing in the youth of today. It's the same concept that started Rural Insurance about 65 years ago. Founded by and for the farmers of Wisconsin, Rural Insurance was formed to protect these farmers' resources, investing in their future when other insurance companies wouldn't. Through the years, Rural has diversified to offer a full line of insurance coverage, becoming just as urban as we are rural. As a Wisconsin company, we're dedicated to serving the needs of Wisconsin families and business owners. Just as we support our local youth organizations, we also believe in supporting local economies. Through our local offices, we're able to provide more personal service to our customers and their communities. By providing local agents, underwriters, claims staff, and more, Rural Insurance is dedicated to bringing personal service home to you. Protecting for the future. That's what insurance coverage is all about. But we also understand that the real value of insurance lies in safeguarding a quality of life for the future. That's why giving back to our Wisconsin communities and supporting our youth comes so naturally. After all, they are the promise of tomorrow, so they deserve our best efforts today. It's as valuable a form of insurance as any policy we write. The Rural Insurance Companies, a Farm Bureau service.
Scott Emmerich back at the Kohl Center. Halftime of our Division I quarterfinal between Brookfield Central and Green Bay East. Let's set the table for you for tomorrow. Another very busy day of action here at the Kohl Center. We tip things off at 9 in the morning with our Division IV semifinals. Cassville and Fall River, a pair of teams that are 24-1. Cassville has won the state title twice. Fall River making their first ever trip to state. That game will be followed up by another Division IV semifinal, Clayton and Wasaki. Clayton also making their first ever trip to state. Wasaki, their 5th overall. And we'll take a break, come back tomorrow afternoon beginning at 1:30. You'll see these games. Division II semifinals. Undefeated New Berlin West taking on Oregon at 22-3. That game will be followed by Durand and Seymour. Also, plenty of memories that are captured down here at the Kohl Center and the state tournament games last week as well for the girls games. If you want a copy of any of the games you see down here at the state tournament, call one of those two numbers you see on your screen, 1-800-773-9944, or that 608 number as well. A copy of any game will cost you $8.99 plus $4 in shipping for shipping and handling. And yes, MasterCard and Visa is accepted. Please allow 3 to 4 weeks for delivery. Time now to recap and look ahead. Halftime, Brookfield Central, Green Bay East tied at 20. Here's Bob Radovich and Carl Bruging.
Scott, thanks very much. Carl, when you play against Green Bay East, you have to respect the outside shooting of Mike Larscheid. But as we look at the highlights coming up here, sometimes that opens up some other things.
Yes, it does. They did a nice job, like you said, of watching the outside. But there's a great pass from big man to big man across the side.
Casey Rentmeester on that bucket, and then the other big man, Tony Olson.
They did a nice job getting in, but some nice moves over here by the Lancers as well.
Vitucci with the outside shot, then Vitucci with the steal and the layup.
Very quick. Good defensive player, you bet.
And then some half-court offense. It's Daryl Schnell putting in the bucket for the Lancers. We are tied on the scoreboard. Green Bay East forcing some turnovers on Brookfield Central. The Lancers shooting percentage a little better. Still a very even game, Carl.
Well, and it's interesting because Brookfield has taken only 18 shots, whereas Green Bay East has taken 33. But like you said, Brookfield's shooting a better percentage. So while they were shooting a better percentage, they both made 10 baskets.
As we look at the leading scorers, a few surprises on the Green Bay East side. You expect to see Larscheid, but Olson with 8, Rentmeester with 6. Those guys already over their averages. On the other side, you expect Hughes to be in there, Vitucci as well. Schnell and Siborowski 2 apiece. It's been interesting so far through 2 quarters. We've got 2 left to go here. Division I quarterfinals, Green Bay East and Brookfield Central all tied at the half. We're going to take a break to hear from our local stations for a local break. This is your WIAA network station.
One of the greatest joys of growing up is discovering that dreams can come true. The John Deere LT-133, only $19.99, and built John Deere solid with more than 160 years of relentless craftsmanship and innovative engineering. It's the John Deere you've always dreamed of at a price that's as practical as the man who buys one. Nothing runs like a Deere.
Isn't life beautiful? Even with its ups and downs, if you have medical equipment needs, it's nice to know that we're around. Get back in the game with a new attitude. You know our people really care. Green Bay Home Medical Equipment is there.
Oh, I wouldn't even remember. He said, yeah, I'm working on it.
Back at the Kohl Center, Jay Wilson with you. Just talked with the 2 head coaches for Green Bay East. Kevin Phillips describes the first half as okay. They had a little difficulty handling the pressure sometimes offensively. They hope to clean that up in the second half. Defensively, they've made Kevin Hughes work to get his points. As far as Brookfield Central is concerned, Bill Groff says his first half a little erratic. Okay on defense, but offensively, one too many Betty Crocker. He says one is too many Betty Crockers. Back to you guys.
Jay, thanks very much. Those coaches, they're never satisfied.
Well, yeah, that's for sure. And you better never be satisfied, or time to get out, I tell you.
Right away, Brookfield Central looking inside. They pick up the foul. Adam Dahlke will go to the free throw line. Dahlke has his first point of the night. Averages 8.3 per game on the season. 65.9 from the free throw line.
And only a sophomore.
2 of 2. And the Lancers have a 2-point lead.
Some type of half court
underway
coming up here. 1-3-1 half court. See what they do to break it.
Find Rentmeester. He is double teamed now. Olson Joan Lee. Thought about it, shot it, got the roll.
We like to call that a shooter's touch. Of course, it hit the rim and worked its way in.
His first two. We are back to a tie game, 22 apiece. Nice pass down
nice
low,
backdoor.
shot up and in by Dale Schnell on the assist from Kevin Hughes.
Beautiful pass. That's how you counter that pressure defense. You can run those back doors. Now this time they're back into a man. Oh, stripped them.
Steal by Schnell. Goes up, contacts. Bushmaker flipping around. Lands hard, but he gets up. Let's take a look at the assist. Nice pass by Hughes.
Beautiful inside pass, you bet.
And then off the steal, here comes Daryl Schnell. Attacked by Bushmaker.
Well, he did kind of a smart thing. I always say, you know, you don't want to hurt anybody, but either let him shoot it and otherwise make sure he doesn't make it. One or the other.
Schnell has 4 points, a couple of boards.
Schnell almost dropped that one. He took it to the board real nice and hard.
1 of 2 from the free throw line.
Another
and
shooter's
Brookfield
touch.
Central is up 25-22. Yeah, if you're a shooter, you like the rims nice and loose.
We're back in that half court. This time it looks like a 2-2-1. Last time it was a 1-3-1. This time it's a 2-2-1 set.
Bushmaker gets it to Joan Lee, almost loses it. Now back to Bushmaker. Lancers really extending on that trap. Long pass, Vanden Heugen, Larscheid.
They're beating it the way
Now
you
they
have to
swing
beat it, and that's swing the ball. Notice there wasn't a dribble. There were about 5 passes, no dribble in there. Very well coached team.
Larscheid had a good look. A little off on the three-pointer. Now Central looking to expand upon that lead. It's 3 right now. Schnell puts up the tough shot and hits it.
Oh, that was a beauty. Going to his left, and he was still able, up in the air, squared his shoulders and put it in. A beautiful shot.
Schnell has 5 this quarter, 7 for the game. Biggest lead of the ball game for Brookfield Central.
That's their other sophomore coming in for. Now back to a man-to-man for the Lancers.
See kind of an answer East has here. Had the lead most of the first half. Now they trail by 5. Larscheid slipping it to Vanden Heugen. Rentmeester, not Vanden Heugen. Larscheid tries the 3, no good. And the loose ball picked up. Whoa. By Vitucci and crashing right in front of us. Casey Rentmeester.
Thank goodness for this nice padded board.
Take a look at the hustle right here.
You bet.
Ow.
Great to see kids hustle like that and give up their body, go for that ball.
At the field house, you just have the curtain.
Yeah.
You can slide right under the media table. Here, you're going to run into some resistance.
Yeah, but thank goodness it's padded resistance. A lot better than running into the leg of a chair, I tell you.
Take a look at the three-point shooting. Green Bay East 2 of 11. But you know they'll keep putting them up. Pedersen will put one up off the rim, no good. Rebound inside, and that one stuck.
That's the second one in this tournament. We had one this afternoon also. That was on a block shot. I don't know if you saw that. It was a block shot, ended up in the crease. That, of course, ends up being a jump ball. We take the arrow, whoever's arrow, just in case it's Green Bay East ball.
Larscheid operating on Vitucci. Joan Lee. Olsen will try, and he's got it. Nick Olsen is on the board. His first 2. Pulls his team within 3. Hughes up top. See some of these players with the low socks? Hughes likes the old school look.
Yeah.
Pulled way up high.
Oh, boy.
Got up and in for Schnell. Check that. Check that again.
No, I think we were right this time.
I said Schnell, like Mankey PA announcer said Dahlke, but that was Schnell,
yes, it was.
Who was having an outstanding quarter. 7 points in the quarter, 9 for the ball game, and it's a 5-point lead for the Lancers. Olsen fakes the three, now tries it, got it. Three-pointer for Nick Olsen. He has 5. That's about his average on the season. And it's a 2-point game. Hughes spinning inside, gets the roll.
Oh, nice move. Posted his man up down low and made that little jump hook.
Nice,
now Green Bay East
spin move to clear himself.
Yes, he did. They're going to a, looks like East going to kind of a low 1-4 offense against this man-to-man defense. Last time, a couple times ago, you remember they had a little trouble getting a shot off. Now they moved it down lower and gives their guards a little more room to maneuver.
Here's Larscheid, his third three-pointer. He has 9. It's a 1-point game.
This could be one of those that goes right down to the wire, I think. 2 evenly matched teams.
Hughes answers the 3 with a 3 of his own. Devin Hughes has 13. It's a 4-point game. That point of the game now, Carl, where the shitters are out. Now these teams are playing basketball.
You bet.
Jonley on the low blocks finds Larscheid. Back to Jonley now.
Oh,
pass
beautiful.
down low. Look at Larscheid underneath.
Great pass from Jonley.
You expect him to be living outside that three-point arc. He sneaks down low that time and gets a bucket.
Well, the last few times down, they're running a little baseline 4 offense, and it's working out well for him.
Foul down low as Dalkey was trying to set up on the low blocks. It'll go on 53. Tony Olsen.
Interesting, Norm Kopp, the referee here for Mosinee. He's working quite a few of these, and tonight his wife and daughters couldn't come. First time in 22 years.
3-pointers from both sides. We are going to take a network break to hear from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIA network station.
Whoa, what's up? Oh, let's see, that's a miss. That's lame. Sports drinks, colas, like that's working up there? But you get something good. You know why you don't have game? Because you don't got milk, that's why. Vitamin D. You want the D, you need me. Oh, right there. Basket's that way, Chief. Yeah.
Want game? Milk has 9 essential nutrients for active bodies.
You know what? When you guys are done denying, your beverage problem, give me a call. I'll be in the fridge. Come on, Shake.
At the Kohl Center. Brookfield Central on top of Green Bay East, 34-32. 2:34 to go here in the third. Green Bay East and Brookfield Central really heating it up here in the second half.
Boy, I'll say both shooting 71%.
Bounce pass, Dalkey throws it out back to Schnell. Now Dalkey again in the lane, a little short. Tony Olsen grabs the rebound. Green Bay East can retake the lead with the 3 here. And that's always a possibility with number 3 Larscheid.
Boy, I'll say. 5 seconds, closely guarded, goes to the defense.
There again, Brookfield Central really likes to get in the face of the guy with the ball, and it pays dividends there.
Yes, it did. They play a very good, like you said, in-your-face defense. Now let's see what they got. We call the fist play. They're in a low 1-4. Forwards in cross, comes out.
Hughes, that's a 2-pointer, no good. Rebound.
Sometimes if you can just get that kind of motion like they did that time and everybody's occupied, and then that leaves your good shooter a chance to not get double teamed.
Jonley with that board. Now Larscheid driving. They'll swing it around. Jonley long 3-pointer, no good. And And the rebound tracked down by Schnell. Casey Pincinot with the ball, number 40. They swing it to the far side. Siborowski, Pincinot loses it, hands it off. But with all that passing, it's a 3-second violation.
Yep. One too many passes that time. You know, as a coach, you can't fault your kids. They're looking for each other, but he's in the lane, 3 seconds. Good call.
Nice pass from Siborowski to Pincinot. Pincinot just losing the handle there. Trying to make the extra pass. Now Olsen loses his footing.
See, now if he'd have brought his knee up off the ground, he'd have had to travel, but he was smart enough to stay down. Whoop, and he stepped on the line for an open ball.
Once again, the pressure defense.
Yeah, absolutely.
A.J. Vandenhoeken back in for Green Bay East. Tony Olsen will get a break. 14-10 on the turnover count.
Which means it's 3-1 this half, because East had 7 the first half. They've got 3, and Bill is a little happier, I'm sure, because his team only has 1 so far this half.
Schnell fouled on the way up by Nick Olsen.
You think he Betty Crockered them some brownies or something at the half? Because they had 13 turnovers the first half, and right now with 54 seconds left, they only have 1.
It's nice of Bill to drop off the brownie mix with us. I don't know if that means he wants us to cook. You can tell he hasn't been in my kitchen. Frank Vitucci, number 10, back in for the Lancers. Siborowski will sit down.
Schnell is, we hadn't heard much from him the first half, but he's come alive here the second half.
He's playing a lot more aggressively in this second half, and he's got the points to show for it.
Here comes the half court.
11 now for the ball game.
And East sets up a 2-on-2. Try to beat it.
Knocked out of bounds. The Red Devils will keep it. 54, Joe Thomas back in, the 6'7" freshman.
Well, they're setting up a little lob underneath here to the big boy. Let's see how they tried to take away the weak side help, but it wasn't there.
He's down by 4 with the ball. Olsen driving, puts it up. Fouled on the way up. And that'll be the 3rd foul on Daryl Schnell. Kevin Phillips in his 3rd season at Green Bay East.
Done a nice job. Very nice man. Excellent coach.
Under 30 seconds to go here, 3rd quarter. East is going to take some air out of the ball now to work for a final shot.
You know, speaking of Kevin, his dad is one of his assistants, Tom Phillips, so it's a big thrill for Dad, too, I'm sure.
Larscheid missing on the 3. Here comes Schnell. He tries to throw it to Vitucci. It's off his hands and out of bounds. I thought Schnell might pull up on that one.
He was going to shoot it, and then to his credit, he saw somebody that might have been open for a little higher percentage shot, but by then the defensive man snuck in and weren't able to get the shot off.
So 1/10 of a second to go here. You see Siborowski checking back in for Schnell. Bill Groff will get Schnell on the bench with those 3 fouls. Doesn't want him to pick one up here. Shonley will throw it up. They wouldn't count if it goes. We have played 3 quarters. We're going to take a timeout to hear a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
The problem? It's dirty, it's muddy, and the job's got to be done today. The solution? Ford F-150 and Ford Ranger. In Ford country, the trucks are built Ford tough, something the competition can't match. Ford F-150's got the most payload in its class, and Ford Ranger is the #1 selling compact pickup for 13 years running. Come to Ford country, where you can get a new 2000 Ford Ranger 4x4 Super Cab for just $179 a month. The solution is at your Packerland Ford store today.
Quality flooring at everyday down-to-earth prices is what you'll discover at UFO. United Flooring Outlets has down-to-earth values on carpets, no-wax floors, laminates, hardwoods, ceramics, and custom area rugs. One stop at UFO takes care of all your flooring needs. Take the Velp exit off Highway 41 and head east 1/2 mile to 1712 Velp Avenue in Green Bay. United Flooring Outlet. Down-to-earth prices from down-to-earth people.
1 quarter to go here at the Kohl Center. Brookfield Central on top of Green Bay East, 36-32. Your stats as we head into that final quarter. Brookfield Central really picking it up from the outside.
Yes, 57%. That's excellent. Green Bay is solid 39, but big thing on free throws, Brookfield Central 7 out of 11 to 2 out of 6 for East.
4 of 15 from behind the arc from Green Bay East, but we'll expect to see more of that. That's part of the game for the Red Devils. And now a steal. Nick Olson finds Vandenhoogen to those glass. No good. Whistle, foul. And it'll go on 55, Rentmeester. 52, Vandenhoogen. 55, Rentmeester. Kind of look alike.
Yeah, yes, they do.
That's my excuse for this game.
I'll put it at 6 fouls, so next foul on Green Bay will be bonus time for the Lancers.
The 2000 WIA tournament is brought to you by Land O'Lakes. Land O'Lakes provides the feed, seed, and agronomic services you need. Land O'Lakes and its member cooperatives, keeping families farming.
The Lancers going to some type of a 1-2-2 offense now, a high double post. See that? And something they haven't shown them before. Running a few different patterns off of it. Just letting their point guard go around the top, waiting for Green Bay to make a mistake on defense.
Siborowski in the lane. He scores. You can see why Adam Siborowski was an outstanding running back. Just a great first step and good athleticism to get that shot up.
Exactly. He went up with a lot of confidence.
4 points for Siborowski. It's a 6-point lead now. Jonley, 3-pointers, good. He's got 5. He's one of those teams that'll shoot its way out of slumps. Hughes, nice move, tipped up, no good.
Great move.
Central comes down with it. Siborowski in the lane. Contact as he goes up. They will call a held ball.
We got a man down, though.
And hurting down low is Jonley.
I think he just overextended himself jumping. He didn't even hit anybody. He just went up so high that he got out of control, a little bit off balance, and fell, but he's okay. I think.
As we see the bumps and bruises, we can tell you that the 2000 WIA tournament is brought to you by Marshfield Clinic, a leader in medical care, research, and education since 1916.
Back in the half court.
Got a contact over there, nothing
yes,
called.
There was.
Olsen crashing into Hughes. Jonley will try another 3, doesn't get that one. Battered around inside, Jonley gets it back. Knocked to the ground, and then throws it away. Both teams banging out there.
Boy, as you said, they're both had a lot of football players, and you can see they're both very rugged.
Siborowski driving, can't get the bucket, but he will draw the foul. Foul will go on 55, Casey Rentmeester.
Ooh, that could be a factor. That's number 4 on him with 6 minutes left in the ball game. Sometimes, you got to make sure they play hard and still, no dumb foul.
Siborowski knocks one down. Rentmeester goes out. Perlash comes back in.
I'm sure Kevin's going to tell him, just play hard, play smart. He'll probably get a rest for a minute or so, collect his thoughts, and be in there for the final push.
Rebound Hughes up. No good, but he will go to the free throw line.
Boy, he really had a nose for the ball on that one. He really skied up there. Wasn't that East didn't box out. He just got the long bounce and went and got the ball.
You saw that in our second game this afternoon session.
Well, that was a difference in the ball game almost. And Vincent had missed how many free throws in a row, and they came back and tipped in that shot.
Kevin Hughes on his way to meeting his average of 18.5 points per game.
What's he got now?
He's on 13, looking for 14 right here. Once again, we put the hex on.
Well, you know, Rentmester's the guy that's been guarding him. And with him with 4 fouls now, that could open it up a little bit more for Kevin, because I think, you know, a guy like Kevin, you aren't going to keep him down below 15 points or so. But a guy that gets away, I think he had 31 one game this year.
And you have the feeling, too, that as this game winds down, that Hughes will be touching the ball quite a bit.
Absolutely. You go to the guys that got you here.
He and Vitucci, both excellent free throw shooters as well, both in the mid-80s. So a 5-point lead now for Central. East trying to answer. They get it to Larshai. Bounce pass. Olsen kicks it out. Jonley, open three-pointer on the way. Got it.
And, you know, give Olsen credit on that great assist, because he could have shot a reverse layup, but he was a little off balance and stuff. And rather than try to force a shot, he hit it out for the open man, and that was a big bucket.
Mike Jonley has 8. The lead is 2. Jonley, 35% from behind the arc. Hughes, pull-up jumper, no. Rebound inside. Olsen battling for it. With the freshman Joe Thomas, they call it a held ball, and the arrow is pointing the Lancers' way. Let's watch this play develop that leads to the three-pointer here.
Yeah, see there you're talking about. He's got him out here, and he sets him up right there for a nice open 3. Nice pass.
Vitucci 3, no good. Thomas had it momentarily. Olsen knocked to the ground, and a foul. Have we mentioned there are a lot of football players on the floor?
And they're going for the ball. Hey, this is the state tournament, man. You got to lay it all out here, and you get a chance to get at the ball. You get at the ball. Sometimes you're a half-second late, and you get a foul, but you got to go for them.
These are young kids. They'll recover.
Oh, you bet they will.
Like you say, this is the state tournament. You don't want to walk off this court thinking, oh, gee, I wish I could have done this.
Right.
Could have done that.
We wished I'd have played a little harder. These guys don't have to worry about that. They've both done a tremendous job. Really. Been a great, entertaining ball game.
Nick Olsen has 7 points. We are tied, 40 apiece. Bill Graham wants a timeout to talk about it. It's a full timeout. We will take one as well to hear a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
When your assets just keep growing. When your drive to succeed comes with personalized plates. When you've finally earned that office with a view. When you wrap up that big deal. We've got the insurance and investments you'll need. Farm Bureau Financial Services. Just say when, whenever you're ready.
In Wisconsin, call a local rural agent near you.
Give your rooms a new look with an Armstrong ceiling from Menard. They're simple to install and look great. Brighton 2x2-foot designer panels are on sale. Just $1.63 each. Finish your project with a huge selection of lights. This wall light from Thomas is on sale, just $14.99. A ceiling light, $29.99. This hanging light, only $49.99. Light up your life with savings from Menard.
Save big money at Menards.
Back at the Kohl Center, we are tied, 40 apiece. Green Bay East and Brookfield Central, 4:52 to go here in the fourth quarter. Brookfield Central had pulled out to a little bit of a lead, Carl, but Green Bay East battling back.
Well, you got to give them credit. They came back, and we were looking at their schedule here. They never won more than 2 games in a row all season, except finally when they got in the tournament and beat Marinette and Green Bay Preble in the regional, and then upset Rylander in the sectional first game, and then beat Appleton West in the sectional final to get down here.
They were 1-1 to start the season, then went on a losing streak.
Right.
They had not evened the record until that sectional final, and that win got them to 12-12. Now they've got a turnover and the ball. A chance to take the lead.
They led most of the first half, never by much, but then I think they trailed. Well, they did trail that whole third quarter, and now they have a chance to take their first lead of the second half.
18 turnovers for Central, almost won that time for East. Jonley gets it blocked. Now he gets it back. Larshai, ooh, thought about the 3 and pulled it back down. Little drive, kick it. Erlash, Olsen. Under 4 to go, fourth quarter. We've got a timeout.
I think we've got a little
on
blood.
The floor.
We've got a little blood.
They're going to take a look at Jonley. must have gotten scratched.
Yeah.
That'll require some level of attention. You see that there. Either got scratched or it's one of those
scratch or something.
One of those floor burns.
Right. They're going to put a sub in for him. Norm Cuff, very an alert official. As I said, he feels kind of bad. He's been here, I think this is his 7th time. These officials, they look forward to the state tournament just like the players do. And his wife, Linda, and his daughters, Amy and Aaron, are not with him, he said, for the first time in 22 years. He feels a little bad about it. But he's here doing his usual fine job.
Olsen off the glass. Almost got it for the lead, but he doesn't get it to go.
Those are the ones you get the nightmares about when they're rolling around, usually with 1 second to go.
You know, not many people will tune in to watch a game because of the officials. I guess we have our first exception.
Right. Oh, yeah. I'm sure. His biggest fans.
Hughes spinning, no. Rebound East. They will slow it down now.
Both teams had a shot that was rimmed it out. 3 minutes, 22 seconds, and we've got a tie ball game.
East, as you said, had the lead most of the first half. Got some early confidence, and they have played with confidence throughout. And their head coach, Kevin Phillips, wants a timeout. So do we. We will hear a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
They are there all through the day. They help us get where we want to go. They make what we need and protect what we have. They help us understand each other. They design most anything. They build most everything. They keep the record straight. They show us the way. They show us the world. They show us the future. They are graduates of Wisconsin Technical Colleges. Where would we be without them?
The dairy farmers of Wisconsin are proud of the award-winning cheesemakers of Wisconsin. Year after year, Wisconsin cheeses are named the country's finest. Choose from a wide selection of award-winning varieties and taste why Wisconsin is #1 when it comes to great-tasting cheese. Look for the award-winning Wisconsin cheeses in the dairy section at your favorite grocer and take advantage of this great opportunity to enjoy the pride of Wisconsin, delicious Wisconsin cheese.
In the first half, Green Bay East had a 7-point lead. In the second, Brookfield Central was up 5. Right now, with 3:07 to go in the fourth, we are tied 40 apiece.
I can tell you, this one's probably going down to the wire. 3 minutes, 7 seconds to go, and both teams, you know, every pass, every rebound right now is going to be very, very important.
A lot of fans on both sides are very much into this one.
Boy, I'll say.
Hoping to come back to the Kohl Center for one more night.
Been a very, very entertaining game. Both teams laying it all on the line. Some very nice ball players.
Jonley, after getting that scratch attended to, is back in the ball game. Pass goes out of bounds, and the Red Devils will keep it. Nick Olson to inbound. Finds Jonley. Driving inside, left-handed off the glass. Wow. Up and in for Herlatch. First lead of the ball game since it was 20-18. The Red Devils are back on top.
That's his first bucket, too, isn't it? For Herlatch? I think so.
Three-pointer. Schnell rims out. Siborowski there. No. Battered around. Dalkey. Good. Dalkey has 4. We are tied again. Lancers going to the glass on that possession. Did a nice job.
Yes, a huge offensive rebound right there.
Olsen almost knocked away. He'll dribble into the corner. Find Jonley. Approaching the 2-minute mark here. Fourth quarter, all tied up.
Lancers are I'm very impressed with their man-to-man defense. They really get in your face. Making it very hard for East to run their offense.
Hughes blocks the shot by Larshide. Now Schnell driving, whistle, home the ball. There is another turnover. Number 19 on Bill Grofstein.
That was a costly one. That was great, great helping defense down on the other end, though. Boy, looked like East might have broken away for a layup, and he came back out of nowhere and blocked it.
All right, so if you're East now, do you try to take some time off the clock here? You just run your offense and take the first good shot?
Yeah, it's still early for doing that yet. Whoa!
And a turnover, and the ball will go back to Brookfield Central.
Now we'll see what Bill decides to do with the score tie and minute 33 left.
Oh, he's giving a signal. I don't know what that means.
Something. No, that looked like he was mixing something. Maybe he's getting ready to mix up the...
He's going to mix up another turnover.
Right, that's what it looked like.
Just wants to make sure there's good movement. Vitucci three-pointer, no. Rebound, Dalkey.
Huge offensive rebound by Dalkey.
That's 2 trips down.
Yep.
Consecutive trips down to Florida. Central has missed a shot and gone and gotten the offensive rebound.
That's the only reason they're tied right now is because they got that last one and were able to score on it.
Ash goes inside. Vitucci is fouled. Brookfield Central is in the bonus.
And we got 106, and that was a 9th foul on East, so now this will be a bonus, and after that we got super bonus.
Kevin Phillips wants a timeout. The teams will talk about it. Frank Vitucci will go to the free throw line when we come back to action. Vitucci 83.9% from the free throw line.
Yeah, here's another thing that might be a factor down the pipe. Brookfield only has 2 fouls this half, so they got a couple free ones to give. In other words, if they get down to the late in the ball game and Green Bay East is trying to get into some type of play, they can take a foul and disrupt them and make them reset each time. So that could be a factor. The other factor on fouls is a big factor is the fact that that's 9 fouls on East, so the next one will be super bonus.
And what's amazing about those 2 fouls on Brookfield Central, Carl, is that Central plays such aggressive man-to-man defense that they can play that way and not commit fouls.
Well, they play it with their feet like coaches harp and harp and harp, but I think the big compliment to Bill and his kids, they play tough in-your-face defense, but they're not reaching for the ball. They're just getting in your face, hands out on the sides like you want, and then belly up on you, and they're doing a great job on it. And I think one of the keys was, and really hurts Green Bay East's confidence slightly, is that last time it looked like they had beaten that pressure defense with a layup. But then I forget who it was, but came out of nowhere and blocked the shot. So let's see what happens. 2 very big free throws coming here, of course, with the score tied.
Take a look at how the Lancers have fared in close games. 6-2. They've had plenty of them this season.
Well, like I said, this is just going to set the strategy possibly for the rest of the game. What happens here? Either he makes 1. If he makes 1, it's a certain strategy. 2 is another strategy. He misses them both. It's a different situation. So these are very, very important.
Frank Vitucci has 8 points. His 9th will be a very important one if he can get the free throw. He does. Puts his team on top by 1.
Well, and he looked very confident, didn't he? He didn't look nervous at all.
83.9% from the line.
Bill is saying don't foul over there on this rebound.
2 of 2 for Vitucci. And the Lancers are up by 2.
Well, we got a man-to-man defense.
Under a minute to go. Nick Olson, now Larshide. Jonley, 3-pointer for the lead. He's got it. Jonley has 11. His team has a 1-point lead.
Wow, 44 seconds.
Will the Lancers work for 1?
No, not when you're behind. You got to, I'm sorry. Yeah, they're behind by 1, so they got to go for it. So they got time. If they miss, they can still foul.
Good player to have the ball here. Hughes. Yeah, he gives it up. Now gets it back.
He's got it. Let's see what happens.
20 seconds to go. Lancers down by 1 with the ball. Kevin Hughes goes one-on-one. Pulls up. Here's the shot. He's got it. 1-point lead. Brookfield Central. Timeout. Green Bay East.
8.6 seconds. Wow.
Well, Carl, you get the ball in the hands of your best player and let him make something happen.
Yes, you do.
Green Bay East finds Mike Jonley. He knocks it down from the perimeter.
Yeah, great shot, great rotation on the ball. Just as cool. The way these kids can shoot today, it's unreal. And you see Hughes here get great elevation. He gets up so high, nobody's going to block that shot. I think he wanted a 3 earlier, and they diddled around a little bit looking for the 3. And finally he realized, hey, we got to get a shot here. So he took the 2, gets the great elevation, makes it. Now we got 8.6. So they've got to either, on the inbounds pass, either got to try to steal it or foul immediately. And hope that East will miss the, well, in fact, like I told you, they've got free throws to give. Of course, that could hurt them right now because now if they foul, East is just going to get it back out of bounds. Now you almost wish that they had bonus free throw. Can backfire on you a little bit.
Well, they can do a little hacking here with the 2 team fouls. Go back to that shot by Hughes because that was a contested shot. You cannot knock the defense one bit on that one.
Oh, absolutely.
Hand to the face, but he can elevate, he can hang.
It's a great elevation on his shot.
Hit a huge shot.
But I think the Lancers now will probably be real aggressive because even if they get a foul, they got 3 or 4 to give. They have to be aggressive. They got 3 fouls. There'll be no bonus.
Green Bay East players urging their crowd on. Red Devil fans are on their feet.
We got another timeout this time again by the Lancers.
Bill Roth wants a timeout.
Full one this time.
He wants a full. You got to look at what Green Bay East might set up, and now he's going to call a timeout and draw something else.
I tell you, East is sitting real well right now. If I were Bill, I'd rather have them in the bonus because even if they made 2 free throws, you still had a chance at a 3. Now, if 2 seconds go off and they foul, 2 seconds go off and they foul, you're still in trouble.
Hard if you're Green Bay East. Who do you get the ball to? Do you try to get to Larscheid right away and get him a pick, or do you try to run him off something and maybe have Jonley handle?
Well, you just get the ball in bounds right now. You know, they're going to be looking for their players for Larscheid, so you might have to inbound it to one of your other guys just to make sure you get the ball in play. Just trying to check here. Like I said, Green Bay East hadn't been shooting very good free throws during the year. In fact, they'd only been shooting 56%, but in the tournament they've been shooting 75%.
Here you see the field goal shooting this quarter. 3 of 10 for Central, 5 of 10 for East, but Central has a 1-point lead.
Yeah.
3 field goals, but that last one huge by Kevin Hughes.
Boy, it certainly was.
All right. Fans on both sides on their feet, jumping around. 8.6 to go. East has got to go the length of the floor here. Try to get something going. There's the inbounds pass. Olsen. Double team to the backcourt. Knocked away. Oh, look at that.
See it.
Adam Sikorowski. You'd think this was the gymnastics meet.
Boy, I'll say.
How you did that.
Let's see, that was a great foul because now we're down to 5.6 seconds and still East is going to have a hard time. Look at the hustle coming over the table right over here. Wow.
Carl, you were ready to catch him, too.
Yeah.
Now, inbounds. Knocked away. Steal Bertucci. He'll throw it up. But this game is over. Brookfield Central advances. A great ball game. And a close, exciting win over a very, very competitive Green Bay East team. 46-45 is your final. Time now for a local break. To hear a message from your local station, this is your WIAA network station.
Isn't life beautiful, even with its ups and downs? If you have medical equipment needs, it's nice to know that we're around. Get back in the game with a new attitude. You know our people really care. Green Bay Home Medical Equipment is there.
Welcome to Ford Country, where you'll find the trucks built Ford tough to handle any job you put in front of them. Like Ford F-150, America's best-selling truck for 22 straight years. Now lease an F-150 4x4 Super Cab for just $269 a month at your Baggerland Ford store. They're proud sponsors of Country USA in Oshkosh, the Maximum Country Music and Camping Festival, June 22nd through the 25th. Advance tickets are on sale now, but ticket prices go up March 31st, so get yours today.
Center. If you are just tuning in now, you have missed one heck of a ball game. Brookfield Central 46-45 over Green Bay East. Kevin Hughes, a jump shot with 8 seconds to go to give Central the lead, and then the big steal, Frank Vitucci right there.
And it was all over right there. You bet. Big steal right there.
And then the celebration. Brookfield Central did it all game long. Tough defense, something you won't necessarily see in the final stats, but really,
exactly,
the difference in the ball game. We say it a lot, Carl. It's a shame one team has to lose in a game like this. This is one of those games. Both teams played outstanding, especially when you consider they each had to make tough, clutch shots at the end of the ball game. They both did.
You bet.
Central just happened to hit the last one.
That's right. You got to give them both credit. And of course, there's no losers at state, but it was a great, entertaining ball game. Both teams laid it on the line. Both should be very, very proud. And naturally, Brookfield's going to wake up a little happier tomorrow morning, but Green Bay East knows that they gave it everything they had, and they did a great job of representing the city of Green Bay and the sectional over there. So it was a great high school basketball game.
That it was, and we will have more on this ball game after we take a quick break. We will have highlights and stats, but right now a message from your local station. This is your WIA network station.
I guess he changed his mind. He says he wants to do the stats right now.
We called an audible?
We
called a different play.
An audible.
Okay, I saw a different play. I saw this, but we were running this.
Okay.
All right. Here come your highlights.
Okay, a nice quick step inside.
This is Schnell, and he really picked it up in the second half.
Great body control on that shot, too. Now let's take a look. This is a nice shot. Oh, a nice pass inside to Olsen.
Joan Lee to Larshide on that one.
Yeah.
And Larshide returning the favor, and they kick it back out to Joan Lee. He hit some big three-pointers down the stretch.
They looked like what might have been the winning three later on, but you got to give the Lancers credit. They came back. There's a nice left-handed shot.
Herlash
is probably his only basket of the game. Yeah.
Now Larshide will swing it to Joan Lee.
We're talking about.
A huge shot.
Boy, I'll say.
East had the lead. But then Kevin Hughes, look at him clear himself with a nice shot right there. And then that final play again, Frank Vitucci, the big steal for the senior. So Central advances. Green Bay East is done for the year. But a great effort by both teams. Field goal shooting pretty even. Brookfield Central the advantage at the free throw line and on the glass.
Yeah, and the big thing is they cut down their turnovers. They only had 6 turnovers the second half, whereas we both had 6, in fact. So for the game, they had they cut their turnovers down the second half, and that was a big factor.
3-point shooting. Green Bay East hitting 7 of them.
There's your leading scorers. John Lee and Larshide for Green Bay East with 11 each. Olsen chipping in 8. Brookfield Central has Hughes with 16. Schnell with 11 and Vitucci with 10.
So Brookfield Central advances into the semifinals. They will play the winner of our next game. That is coming up. Milwaukee, Washington, top-ranked team in the state Division I against Wausau West. Brookfield Central advances. Carl, it's been a pleasure. We had a fun one.
Oh, you bet. It's my pleasure, Bob. Thanks a lot.
Brookfield Central moves on 46-45 over the Red Devils of Green Bay East. Now we will hear a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.